What's up, guys? It is I, once again, Yusuf Al Sanad, and welcome to another episode of the Movie Monday series created by Emily Boone. Please check her channel out. She's a really awesome YouTuber and one I'm very proud to call my friend, my dear beloved friend. I'm going to add the link for her channel down below in the description box. And for this week's episode of the Movie Monday series, I'm going to be sharing with you guys and gals my top 5 favorite fight scenes in movies. As someone who loves action/martial arts cinema, and as someone who's been fighting his entire life, nothing gets my blood flowing more than fists colliding, more than kicks being made, and when two men, two opponents stare down each other. Those are the kind of movies I love most because they present to us protagonists who have to overcome great odds to reach their end game, their end goal, and to protect those they love or to protect their honor, their pride. Those are the kind of movies I love most. Action/martial arts films that do have heart, that do have soul. And these are the 5 fight scenes I'm going to be sharing with you guys and gals. And just like the previous episodes of the Movie Monday series, I'm going to be ranking these movies based on a ranking system from number 5 to number 1. And here's how the list goes. At number 5, we have Bruce Lee's 1972 martial arts/comedy film, Way of the Dragon, which he wrote and directed himself. In Way of the Dragon, Bruce Lee plays his character Tang Long. Tang Long goes against his arch rival, one of the henchmen of the main antagonist of the movie, that being Colt, who's played by Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris, who is another real-life martial artist/fighter, and these two fight against one another in one scene, which is basically a conversation, a debate, a discussion between two men, two martial artists, two fighters who stare down each other. And this encounter was described by a YouTuber whose name is Super Eye Patch Wolf. I'm going to add the link for his channel down below in the description box. He's basically a YouTuber who talks about anime and the significance about anime, which includes fight scenes, animations, and many anime series which he does recommend to you guys and gals, and some anime series he does not recommend whatsoever. But there's one video he's made which I love so much, which is basically titled What Makes a Fight Scene Interesting. And among the fights he chose to discuss this topic, what makes a fight scene interesting, is the scene between Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee, Colt and Tang Long. This conversation, this debate, this discussion between these two men is basically them going at each other, and the fight begins with Chuck Norris, who's basically starting his argument. And Chuck Norris, being a more imposing, intimidating figure compared to the smaller Bruce Lee, he starts his argument and Bruce Lee has no counter argument. So Bruce Lee has to take a step back and not try to go on the offense. Rather, he must go on the defense and try to figure out his next course of action, his counter argument, you could say. And when Bruce Lee does figure out his counter argument, he takes down Chuck Norris. And this fight, guys, is more of a psychological battle between these two men, and whether or not Tang Long, Bruce Lee's character, can find a counter argument against Colt, Chuck Norris's character, and whether or not he can overcome the bigger man. And Bruce Lee's film, Way of the Dragon, while a comedy, has some really good action sequences which I love so much. And this is a movie I do recommend you guys and gals watch if you love martial arts/action/comedy films. Trust me, it's worth your time. At number 4, we have Fearless, which was directed by Ronnie Yu. Ronnie Yu's Fearless is a really good, underrated film, which has without question Jet Li's best performance of his entire career. Jet Li plays the title character, the real-life figure, a Hong Kong martial artist, one of China's prominent martial arts figure, that figure being Hua Yuanjia. I think that's how you say his name. Jet Li's character, Hua Yuanjia, he goes against his arch rival rival in his best friend's restaurant, and he tears this restaurant down as he battles against his arch rival, who is the last obstacle standing in his way to become the greatest fighter, the greatest martial artist in his city. And Hua Yuaja is so obsessed about becoming the greatest fighter in his city, in his country, and around the world. He wants to prove how strong he is and how dominant of a figure he can be in the world of martial arts. That obsession leads to his downfall after he kills this man in the restaurant of his best friend. And this fight, guys, is very brutal. It's very hard hitting, and this fight involves broken bones, blood being spilled, and this fight is basically the turning point of Huaja as he goes through a downward spiral before he has to rise up once more, redeem himself, and to earn the respect of his city, his country, and to represent them in the tournament in the finale of the movie. And this movie, guys, is so amazing. I really love this film, and Ronnie Yu directs action so well, and Jet Li, my god, he is so good in this movie. Jet Li's performance in this movie shows how good of an actor he is, and how he was sadly not nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor. I really do think he's a good actor in this movie, and you guys and gals will see what I mean when you watch this film and see just how good Jet Li is. At number 3, we have Gareth Evans' Merantau, which is a 2009 Indonesian martial arts / drama which stars Iko Uwais, a real-life martial arts figure known in Indonesia as his title character Yuda, a young man who practices Silat, and to teach what he knows about Silat, a martial arts form known exclusively in Indonesia, to Jakarta. And by the end, Yuda has to fight these two brothers who have basically been trafficking young girls from Indonesia to other countries as prostitutes, and Yuda has to fight these two brothers to take them down and to save the woman he loves most, this young girl who he hopes to reunite with her younger brother. And this fight, guys, is so brutal, it's so hard hitting, and this battle between Yuda and the two brothers is so intense, it's so bloody, and my god, it's so inspiring. These two, when they fight each other, especially when it's 2 against 1, the one being Yuda, it's so epic and so inspiring, guys. My blood was flowing so much. I was so pumped by this action scene, like I was pumped by the entire movie. And Gareth Evans' Merantau is but a taste of the 2 action movies he would later go on to make, which leads me to my number 2 pick, that being Gareth Evans' The Raid, the first Raid movie released in 2011. This movie also stars Iko Uwais as the character Rama, who alongside his brother has to battle this one martial arts figure, this one man, this one dangerous individual known as the Mad Dog. And these two brothers go against the Mad Dog, and this fight, guys, oh my god, it's so intense, it's so insane, and these two brothers have a very hard time taking down this one man, this one Mad Dog, and this guy takes both the brothers down with ease. He has such stamina, such strength, such agility. It takes a lot for these two brothers to finally put down the Mad Dog, to kill him, to beat him, and to escape from this building which they were trapped in. And this movie, guys, is so epic, it's so amazing. I love the Raid 1, and how can you beat the Raid 1? Well, with the Raid 2, which leads to my number 1 pick, Gareth Evans' The Raid 2. The Raid 2, guys, also known as the Raid 2 Barandal in other countries, is the best action movie I've ever seen and the best martial arts film I've ever seen, period. The Raid 2 is also a very good drama and a crime thriller at its core, and this film tells the same story of Rama, which continues right after the first movie. So Rama has no time to rest, he has no time to get his energy back, and Rama has to battle these mob enforcers, these gangsters, including 3 assassins. Rama's battle with these 3 assassins, which includes one woman known as Alicia, otherwise known as Hammer Girl, and her brother known as Baseball Man, and of course the third and strongest assassin, that being, well, the assassin Iko Uwais as Rama, goes against these 3 assassins, and the final one, the assassin himself. When these two fight each other in a kitchen with these knives, it is the definition of brutal, hard-hitting, bloody as hell. And this fight scene, guys, is the kind of fight scene we look for in a Wolverine versus Sabretooth fight, which we never got in the X-Men movies. How could they not make a Wolverine versus Sabretooth fight where these two cut each other to pieces? No, we never got that. In this movie, however, we do get it, and my god, it's so epic, guys. This brings out the man in you. It brings out the man in you and shows you what true fighters can do. And as someone who's been fighting his entire life, I can't help but love this scene, love this movie, love these two men and what they put into this fight. This fight, which basically took one take, one whole take. Nothing I say about this fight scene will do it justice, but this movie, guys, like the fight scene itself, is one for you guys and gals to watch. Trust me, it's so good, it's so amazing, and I guarantee you guys and gals, this movie will get your blood pumping. Trust me, it will. That was my top 5 favorite fight scenes in movies. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish. If you enjoy my videos, then please do check out my other channel where I do let's play series, gaming content, all that kind of good stuff. And do check out the channel of the YouTuber Super Eye Patch Wolf and the video he made, what makes a fight scene interesting. I'm going to add the link for his channel and the video he made, what makes a fight scene interesting, down below in the description box. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios, amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.